Good morning, everybody. This is Todd with the Forex Nitty Gritty Insiders Daily Video. Hope you're having a great day today. I hope that you're using good risk management. You know, we've had some pretty decent movements happening here, but still with the volatility level and the end of the year, we are dealing with markets that can turn quickly and reverse fast on us. And we want to not avoid trading, but we want to make sure that we're using proper risk management in our trading. All right, so wanted to spend just today looking at the 4-hour charts and getting a sense of what they're doing and how we might be able to incorporate the simple trading method into our trading rules or into what we're doing using the simple trading method. So it's a little bit longer term type of an entry, but still the entry is one where it's going to give us some active time, if that makes sense. So we're going to be actively trading it. At the same time, we don't have a ton of trades. We still have the time to get in there and really be able to evaluate what is happening. And that evaluation process is obviously important, and taking the time to learn how to do that is important. So as we look at this Euro US dollar, we can clearly see that the trend has been moving up nicely, and we can draw some lines here. In fact, this is a nice example of how old support will act as a resistance area going forward. We can channel this and say, okay, well, it was in a nice channel here, and then we actually channeled down, and then we broke out of that channel and started to channel back up with the upper part here acting as resistance. And now we have to determine when we enter into this trade. Well, the trend is definitely up here. In fact, if we put even a moving average on here, you can see that it's up, and we're well up above that. Let me get rid of my lines here. And if we blow this up, you can look here at what has happened. And the actual entry would have occurred right here. So the trend moving up, we get a pullback down to some support, and we can look back down in here. We can say, there's some old resistance, new support. We get the trend resuming its movement here. This is the H3, or the highest high of the last three. We'd have gotten in on this bar right here. Now this thing ran up, it's coming down a little bit. We'd have to have our target in place, our initial stop below the most recent low here, so our stop would be down here. So we're going to have to make sure we've got our management process down. But the idea is that we had a nice little entry here on the 4-hour time period. Now, because each one of these represents 4 hours, it's going to be a while before we make too many decisions. Here's the Aussie dollar. It's dropping back down. We don't really have a pullback on that. US Swiss franc, a little bit of a pullback here. We could have looked at getting in opposite of what we saw in the euro dollar. Pound dollar, same thing. Our entry would have been right in here as it moved up above the high. It's up a good, how many pips is this? Let's measure the pips here. 20 pips right now. US Japanese yen starting to bounce up. Highest high of the last 3. Right in there. And last but not least, the US CAD. Really not getting a pullback here. But hopefully you get the idea. We're looking for things that are following the rules for the simple trading method. And on the 4-hour chart, you don't have to take a whole lot of time because you understand the rules, and you don't have to be watching it constantly because you've got time in between those. All right, so take some time to review that. If you have questions, let me know. If not, we'll be back tomorrow to wrap the week up and talk about the markets again. So until then, have a great rest of the day, and we'll talk to you soon.